I find it hard to believe I was so easily swayed by Degaton's obviously false charisma. Perhaps it was I who was using him all along.
Hippolyta is a 1940s Wonder Woman fighting with the JSA. Never seen that before, but very glad I did. The time stream is completely jacked up. We are running out of, well, time. Lady Blackhawk needs your help again. Find her in the makeshift command center set up in the old keep inside the village walls.
Our outpost was well fortified, out back against a sheer rock face. All points on ingress covered by criss-crossing lines of machine gun fire. And we believed ourselves to be safe. And we were, until that night. The night the creatures came. First there was a howl, like a lone wolf. But different. Then Heinrich thought he saw a bat flying into the barracks. Finally, an inhuman roar came from the other side of the wall. Then literal hell broke loose. A man-wolf, the only way I can describe the creature, leapt over the fence and began tearing into men like tissue paper. But that was not the end of our terror that night. I was born in a small town right near where Austria, Hungary, and Czechoslovakia meet. We lived on the Austrian side of the border. I had Romani cousins, twice removed, according to my father, who would visit during the summer. They would spin tales of strange supernatural creatures that roamed the countryside at night. I laughed at them for being foolish country folk ruled by superstition. Looks like they're having their last laugh today. Then it appeared, a bat transformed into a pale being with long fangs and an unholy thirst. A thirst it slaked again and again. The wall exploded inward, and what I can only call a behemoth of patchwork human parts burst through. I ran into the night with the howls following me into the woods. Of all the terrifying sights I beheld that night, what scared me the most, these beasts. They were wearing uniforms, like some sort of creature commandos. The howls, I can still hear them, like my cousin's laughter.
No, listen to me. I'm not kidding. I swear to Patton himself, I seen it with my own 2 eyes. Friggin' thing must have been 3 stories tall and had machine guns and mortars poking out of it every which way like some kind of giant metal porcupine. It sounded like a tornado made of wood. Then it rolled through the town and off into the horizon, wheeling off toward war. I tells you, I can't wait to get back to Springfield, where all you gotta worry about is getting run over by a taxi. Me and my platoon had gotten separated from the battalion and fell behind. We had to hole up in this little blown-to-hell town for the night. The night passed pretty quietly, but just as dawn was breaking, we heard this rumbling and creaking and crunching. Then I saw it. It was like a damn Ferris wheel with guns strapped to it.
To assist you, I assure you that those mercenaries will comply.
Sivana's ultimate soldier is connected to 2 other timelines that are empowering him. He has stolen tech from an alternate 1940s universe and is being rejuvenated by water from the Lazarus pits of Nanda Parbat.
Themyscira protect us. We must stop this new threat, or Savage's forces will overrun the village. They must not be allowed access to the Lazarus waters. Go, now. I shall remain and hold them off. For Themyscira. For freedom. For victory.
Normally, your uninvited presence here in Nanda Parbat would be a death sentence. But this is not normal, and Ra's al Ghul is in need of your assistance. We are overrun by enemies wielding weapons for which we have no defense. My assassins have been slaughtered. The foul interlopers have taken control of the Lazarus Pit. We must take Nanda Parbat back!
We are stronger. That is enough.
For Nanda Parbat!
You will regret. That is enough.
I shall rebuild the League with the aid of the Lazarus Pit, for which I have you to thank. You have the gratitude of the Demon's Head. However, if you enter Nanda Parbat uninvited again, I will not be so accommodating.
You'll regret that. Time to finish this!
That is nothing. We are stronger.
By the gods, yet another Wonder Woman. I am Hippolyta, Queen of the Amazons. I am from a different universe, one where Savage has joined forces with a time-traveling neo-fascist from the future named Degaton. He's given Savage the weapons to rule the world.
Not on my watch. In my world, we've beaten back the Axis forces months ago. And I won't allow these Savage soldiers to get their hands on any of these devices.
Athena in our hearts.
I will bear
Yes! If only my mother would join the fight. That would be a sight to behold.
That is nothing. You will regret that.
She is indeed one
We
who
are
have a
stronger.
daughter's dearly, and one committed to ridding the world of evil.
If only she saw it. But it has been a sight to see you here in battle alongside me.
We are stronger. You will regret that. Bear you apart.
Hera!
Give us strength.
Let me introduce you to the afterlife. Let's get this little tea party started. Stance this. No!
You will fall. It is not lost on me that in a battle for time itself, there is precious little of it to spend getting to know those I fight alongside. But we must finish this fight before it is too late.
I do see my mother and you after all. The fates brought us together this day. Perhaps they shall do it again in the future.
Perhaps they shall. Goodbye, Diana, daughter of Themyscira. May the gods watch over you. They must not be allowed access to the Lazarus waters. Go, now. I shall remain and hold them off. For Themyscira. For freedom. For victory.
All will fall.
stronger! I'm tearing you apart!
By Athena's favor, the monstrosity has been defeated and the village saved. Severing his connection to the timelines was the key. And you are nearly as fierce as an Amazon.